It's a celebration of Ty's life, the remarkable man he was, the laughter he sparked, and the love he gave so freely. But it's also a moment to recognize the strength and grace he showed over the last 2.5 years as he faced cancer with everything he had. Tyler met each twist and turn of his illness with grit, honesty, and that sharp, warm humor that never left him. Though cancer challenged his body, it never touched his spirit. That's why we're here, to honor that spirit, reflect on the joy he brought into our lives, and carry it with us always. On behalf of Jen and their family, I want to extend our deepest thanks to every single person who supported them over these last few years. Whether you donated to the GoFundMe, dropped off a meal, moved furniture, helped with a household project, or simply showed up with love, the generosity shown was anything we could have ever imagined. Hundreds of people gave, many of you gave more than once, and the outpouring of support was truly humbling. Ty couldn't bring himself to look at the GoFundMe without tearing up. Every time he saw the names of people, some he knew well, others from years ago, and even some he never met, he would be overwhelmed. Not because of the money, but because of what it represented. Kindness, care, and a community wrapping around him and Jen in their time of greatest need. Your gifts gave them space to breathe, to hope, and to focus on each other. And in that time, no one stood stronger or gave more than Jen. Her selflessness, her unwavering love, and dedication to Ty were nothing short of extraordinary. Jen, you walked beside him through every step with grace and resilience. And I hope you know that even now, you are not alone. You still have an entire village behind you. A special shout out to our Sutherland Woods neighbors too. They clearly know how to party. You showed what it means to be a true community. Whether it was snow blowing a driveway, mowing the lawn, providing Vinny care, dropping off a beer, or just checking in, you showed up with consistency and heart. We are profoundly grateful to the oncology team at the University of Vermont Medical Center, Dr. Addis, Janet Eli, the infusion nurses, and all staff who provided skillful, compassionate care each day. Thank you for walking that path with them. Ty loved you all and was quite proud to be the favorite patient in the chair. Also want to thank the clinical trials team at the Massachusetts General Hospital for their care and commitment to finding a cure. And finally, to the home health and hospice teams, your kindness, care, support allowed Ty to spend his final weeks at home surrounded by love. And of course, we couldn't forget the 64 amazing women who made Ty's Make-A-Wish come true. Unforgettable titties for Ty down there. Yes, that's right, 64. Only Tyler would make such a request and have so many ladies willingly, happily make their submissions. Thank you also for all your generous donations to Tyler's Legacy Fund. Your support will help us carry the spirit forward by making contributions on his behalf to charities and organizations that meant so much to him. Ty would not want us to be sad today. He wants stories, laughter, maybe the occasional groan or eye roll at one of his jokes. So today is our opportunity to share those memories, to laugh, to remember him as he was, bright, genuine, and unapologetically Ty. If there's one thing we all can do for Tyler now, it's this, to keep his memory alive. That is the most important thing we can do going forward. We do that by living the way he did, fully, honestly, and with humor. Maybe for you, that means hitting golf balls and thinking of Ty's perfect swing and his not so subtle commentary. Maybe it's quoting a movie line that would have had him smirking, or finding the most ridiculous Instagram reels and sending them to your friends because you know it would have made him laugh. I can still hear his giggle now. Maybe it's taking a step back on a busy day, breathing deep, and choosing to live in the moment, to not take life so seriously, because Ty certainly didn't. Case in point. He found joy in the small stuff and never missed a chance to lighten a heavy moment. So keep doing that. Keep sharing the stories, the laughter, the one-liners. That's how he stays with us, not just in memory, but in motion. For me, I'll carry him with me every time I dodge a pothole. He gave me such a hard time every time I hit one. When I build a fire, I'll remember how he taught me only the proper way to do it. Logs arranged with precision, kindling just right. You roll the newspaper, do not crumple it, and then watch it course away. And when I hear laughter that feels familiar, I'll picture his smile and hear his voice in the back of my mind, probably saying something wildly inappropriate and perfectly timed. Thank you for being here today, for caring so deeply, for honoring Ty in ways big and small. May we go forward celebrating him as he'd want, with lightness, love, and the stories that keep his spirit glowing in each of us. Now there will be a presentation by the Department of Corrections Honor Guard.
Hey, good to see you guys. My name is Parks Pierce from St. Albans, and I only know a few of you guys, and I know that I didn't know Tyler like a lot of you guys did. Now, I got to play golf with him a couple times, and I know his personality was just one of those guys you want to be with, you want to golf with, he's going to make you laugh, he's the life of the party. I know that. I got to hang out with him at least that many times. You guys probably got to do that way more than I did, but I got to have an experience with Tyler. And I know Tyler wants us to laugh and share stories and all that, but I know he'd want to share this story too. I got to be a part of a story in his life towards the end that it's not going to be filled with giggles and stuff, but for those of you who knew, Tyler at some point gave his life over to Jesus Christ, okay? And towards the end, the one thing he wanted to do before he passed away was he wanted to get baptized. He just wanted it so bad. He wanted to make that, he wanted to walk in obedience to Christ and say, look, I'm yours, and I want to let everybody know that I'm yours. So everybody knows where I'm going. And he tried to come up to church in St. Albans when we had a big baptism service, but his body just was too frail to do it. So Jen called, and she said, hey, man, if he can get over to Jerry's house. Jerry's got a hot tub, his next door neighbor. He's like, if he can get there, it feels good to my body. Is there any way you can come down there and do that? And I was like, for sure I can. Like, just let me know. Like, I'm just on call to do that. So sure enough, one day Jen calls and says, hey, he was only getting up a couple hours during that day. And he goes, tonight's the night. So sure, I get over there, and I'm driving from St. Albans to Burlington, and it's one of the weirdest 30-minute drives I've ever had. Like, I'm so excited to be a part of this experience with him, but my heart's breaking because I'm being a part of this experience with him. So I'm just like, Lord, like, what do I say? What do I do? Please be there, speak through me, and all this stuff. Like, it's a celebration, and it's exhausting at the same time. So we get there, and there's only like 10 or 15 of us there. And Tyler comes, and dude, he's smiling like he's smiling. He's shaking. He gets in the hot tub. It's just me and him. His whole body's just shaking, but he's got this biggest smile. And all I can say is, like, we talked about all of us having an appointment with God at some point. All of us. Whether we're 102 years old, we live a long, healthy life, or we're in our 40s and cancer gets us. Or we leave, I told the story, if I'm on a golf course and Jerry hits me in the noggin and I'm done. Like, we all have an appointment. We just don't know when that's coming. And so I got to be there in the hot tub with Tyler and talk about how him and I being brothers and sisters in Christ with the people around there. And that knowing right now, like, he's up in glory right now, looking down at us, laughing. He's going to hear all your stories you got, including this one. But I got to lower my buddy down into that hot tub and baptize him in the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, because he wanted to walk in obedience to Christ and say, I want everybody to know that he is mine and I'm his, so that we can now know with confidence that he's up there in glory, watching down, laughing at our stories right now. So that's my story. I don't have as many as y'all, but I got a pretty profound one. So I'm pretty proud of that. Let's pray real quick. Lord Jesus, thank you so much for loving us enough to bring us together today. to make much of you. Tyler would say, look, let's laugh and have a good time, but I want to make much of you. And that's exactly what we're going to do. Hey, I know titties for Tyler, but I know you created titties. Can't believe I'm just saying that in a prayer right now. But God does not make mistakes. Love you, Tyler. Thank you for letting me be a part of this. It's in your beautiful, precious, and holy name we pray. Amen. Thank you, guys.
Can you hear me? Lots of people here. That isn't a testament to who Tyler was. I don't know what is. So hello. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Colleen Barlow. I've been a longtime friend of Jen and Ty. I actually met Ty before I met Jen. It was one summer morning at the base of Bromley Mountain, which was my first job. But it wasn't until college when I'd meet Jen and find a lifelong friend, and actually two that day. As the story has it, I learned she had a thing for some guy I happened to know from years past, and well, the rest is history. I was honored to know and befriend Ty. For that I am grateful. He and Jen were a constant for me. They asked me to speak at their wedding, and I was honored to share an Irish blessing then and again at their vow renewal. Today, I am just as honored and will share an Irish poem called The Parting Glass. The Parting Glass by Annette J. Dunley. Oh, all the time that ere I spent it in good company. And any harm that ere I've done, I trust it was to none but me. May those I've loved through all the years have memories now they'll e'er recall. So fill me to the parting glass. Good night, and joy be with you all. Oh, all the comrades that ere I had are sorry for my going away. And all the loved ones that ere I had would wish me one more day to stay. But since it falls unto my lot that I should leave and you should not, I'll gently rise and I'll softly call, good night, and joy be with you all. Of all the good times that ere we shared, I leave to you fond memory. And for all the friendship that ere we had, I ask you to remember me. And when you sit and stories tell, I'll be with you and help recall. So fill to me the parting glass. God bless and joy be with you all. Cheers to Ty. Though you may be gone from our sight, you will never be gone from our hearts. May the winds of heaven whisper your name and bring you peace everlasting. Cheers.
Gimme!
Welcome, everyone.
Do a gainer!
My name's Scott. I'd like to thank you all for being here to celebrate Tyler's life. One thing I want to do before I fully get going is give everyone a chance to get a drink if you don't have one. Tyler loved a good drinking game, so we're going to do one up here together. And one thing, he was a king of the one-liners, right? So think of those.
Y'all get out of here!
As you're getting your drink and we're getting ready. So I just need a minute to get set up, and while we do that, I want everyone to get a chance to listen to the musical genius of Limp Bizkit. Sounds good. just one rule, like I said, Tyler loved the one-liners. So anytime when we hear one, could be me, could be you guys shouting it out, we just take a drink. Simple as that. So I just want to make sure I set the tone properly. It's never going to sound the same coming from me as it would from Tyler. But for example, look at the set of lungs on her. I bet she can breathe well. Take a drink. I want to thank both Tyler and Jen for asking me to do this. It's an honor to be up here. First and foremost, Jen Bixler. What an incredible person you are. You're strong, kind, beautiful. Could never imagine a better partner for Tyler. Really. I love both of you so much, and so does everyone else here. You're both magnetic, fun to be around. I've never known anyone that had as many friends. I've also never been to a concert hall for a celebration of life. Impressive, Tyler. As always. All of these people here are a testament to the love and fun Tyler and Jen brought to all of us. Going through this whole experience has been horrible and difficult for everyone involved. But also, seeing this group of people come together to lift Tyler and Jen up when they needed it has been amazing to witness. There's more people than I could name or know about, but I do want to make sure to recognize people like Katie Peters, Emily Town, and all of Jen's girlfriends that did so much. They really supported Tyler and Jen through this impossibly difficult time.
He's kind.
Now,
Everyone drink.
I don't know most of you all that well, but if you were friends with Tyler, I know a couple of things. He made fun of you, and you loved him. He made fun of himself, and you loved him for it. I've never known someone that had such little filter who was so universally loved. He can say anything he wanted to anybody, pretty much without consequence. I once witnessed him meeting another one of our friend's wives for the first time. She's well-educated, an accomplished attorney, but also a little reserved and quiet. It wasn't long before Tyler was asking her directly about which sexual positions were most likely to produce a baby. He wasn't kidding, he really wanted to know. If Tyler was at your house as a kid, you could find him telling dirty jokes to your dad, punching himself in the nuts to make your siblings laugh, and raving to your mom, who he also called mom, about her cooking, and locking in what he wanted for dinner the next time he did.
She's hot. Milf.
He was truly one of a kind. I've never known anybody else like him, and I think his obituary said it really well. In the midst of all the one-liners and the pranks he made you feel heard and seen, and you knew he was present and with you. I didn't have a brother growing up, but I've gained a few over the years. A lot from here. This guy is my oldest and best friend and first brother. We were neighbors growing up and pretty inseparable, and I can confirm that the fun of pranks were instilled in him from an early age. If you were happily eating from your plate of food at the fixed dinner table and looked up to see everyone else staring at you, not a good situation to be in. Once they fed me cow corn from the field across the street to save 5 minutes of difference. Another time there was a strip of underwear in my spaghetti that I pulled out of my mouth. Still have some questions about that, Bruce. Also, there'd be weird things hanging off your clothes at any random time. Check yourselves, people. Tyler also got his love for holidays from Bruce. They would go hard, like Clark Griswold hard, for every single one of them. They had legendary haunted houses for Halloween, where they would ruthlessly leave young kids crying and coughing at holidays with dead bodies. And of course, the huge 4th of July celebrations. We grew up in Rupert, Vermont, which is pretty far south of here, which was and still is a really small town. At that time, we still went to school in the 2-room schoolhouses that our parents and grandparents would not to. There they are. So the white one, that was kindergarten, 1st, 2nd grade, and then the brick one, 3rd and 4th in one room, 5th and 6th in the others. There was only 6 to 7 kids per grade, and we had classrooms with multiple grades per teacher. Not many people know what that experience is like anymore, but I think that most of us that went through it have really come to appreciate it. We didn't really have a choice who we were friends with. It just had to happen. It worked out pretty well. And I want to point out that a lot of the kids in these pictures are here today. We're still really good friends. Even if you only knew Tyler as an adult, you know he was a well-liked and popular guy. And he owned these little schoolhouses. Nobody was as cool as Tyler. He was the fastest, the most athletic, the funniest, the best looking, and most charming. He could do flips, he could talk in voices, he had a go-kart.
Yeah, he could wiggle
Yeah,
his
he could wiggle his ears, he could roll his stomach. He was also the judge and jury on if you were cooler. I was not. None of us here today, in fact, will ever be as cool or as much of a badass as third grade Tyler Dixon. A lot of our friendship was him dragging and forcing me to do all the things he could do that terrified me. I was afraid of climbing into his treehouse, doing a flip on his trampoline, and jumping into the Dorset Quarry. He was really good at all of those things. Tyler would spend hours building me up and calling me out until I did everything he had decided that I had to do.
You won't.
Dude, do again, do 360. You won't do it.
You won't. Take a sip. You won't. Yes.
When I finally would do it, he'd celebrate harder than I would. You can imagine that his charms quickly turned into overtures to the girls in our school. I could tell a lot of stories about Tyler and his love of the ladies, but chances are he's already told you about most of them. What a babe. By the time 6th grade rolled around, he had the numbers of all the girls in our school, and from most of the other schools around. Once we graduated out of the Rupert schools, we all went to high school over the border in Salem, New York. Instead of 7 kids per grade, there were 70. We even had to go to different rooms for the day. All of this was scary for a lot of us, not for Tyler. Just like before, he was the most popular and charming right from day one. Somehow the other kids already seemed to know about him. The Tyler we know and love really started to take shape during these years. And I think you could trace most of his personality to a few significant influences.
Oh, behave.
Okay, Bruce.
Wait a minute. Oh, see you later.
He found his calling and there's no turning back. We were all just pawns in his world of boob and fart jokes. I remember him bringing a remote-controlled fart machine to class and driving the teachers crazy with it. And he really showed us how to have fun in high school. Bruce and Mary put up with a lot. We snowballed cars. We had tests of bravery on the peak of their 40-foot-tall roof. We would set trails of gasoline on fire in the driveway. I can't tell you how many farts I saw lit in the upstairs of that house. Michael, you were there. Dude, that was a good push. He showed us how to add water into Bruce's liquor bottles so that the volume never changed. Some of them were definitely completely watered down by the time Bruce got here. He missed it. Tyler was not shy about having a good time. I'm sure everyone here knew that. In high school, he went on to be the prom king, of course. There he is with my wife now. In fact, I was thinking, I don't think I've actually ever asked a girl out myself. It's not a long list. This included a years-long obsession with the band Limp Bizkit and their lead singer, Fred Durst. In the upper right, that's not actually Tyler, that is Fred Durst. It was hard to tell the difference for a few years. If anyone out there has a picture of Tyler in high school, dressed like that. Amazingly, it's the one picture I couldn't find. I would think that'd be the easiest one. Somehow, all of this only made him more irresistible for the ladies. He was also a pretty good athlete. He loved playing football and baseball. In his words, hitting someone was a better feeling than scoring a touchdown. I can still hear him saying before every game, "Dude, I'm gonna lay someone out." He took pride in the list of people he knocked unconscious, which included me in practice. He also gave himself several concussions. And I know his love for sports followed him into college, where he was on the rugby team and even recently playing softball and bowling. In the Post-Star locally, I was able to dig up his name in a few places. He was really pretty good. While we're on the topic, I want to call out how big of a football fan Tyler was. He got to see his favorite team, the New York Giants, the G-Men, win 4 Super Bowls in his life, and in another one of his teams, the Ohio State Buckeyes, win 3 national championships. If you love that, I see a huge number of Giants jerseys here today. You love that. I also want you to know that he loved to fish, and especially fly fish, which is something my dad taught him to do. We spent a lot of time as kids fishing in our backyard, and that continued into college and as adults. But traditionally, my family, when we catch our first trout unassisted, as your mentor takes the fish and lightly slaps its tail across both your cheeks. He got to be part of that ceremony when we were maybe 12 or 13, and I know it meant a lot to him. In fact, I know he carried the tradition on and took a lot of pride in slapping other people across the face. He was the one who got their first fish. During college and then after, we always lived pretty far apart, unfortunately, but we never lost touch. And I always had a great time meeting new friends he had made who were ready to tie one on. It was around this time at another friend's wedding that I met Jen for the first time. And I can remember him describing Jen to me in a way that I could tell was different. He was in love with her, and he wanted to initiate her into his clan of friends and family. From then on, there was never any doubt that those two were soulmates. She laughed with glee at all of his childish jokes, and had a quick response for every dirty comment he had. Jen was cooler than that. She planned a surprise birthday party for him once, and I asked her about some of the details of keeping it a secret. I remember her saying, "I'm really not worried about it. You know he's totally clueless about life, right?" Jen understood that. Jen's the most important thing that ever happened to Tyler. And over the last 20 years, they've just continued to have more. The last few years, and especially the last several months, have been really difficult to come to terms with. I think about Tyler every day. I can still hear his voice, and none of this feels real yet. It'll never feel like enough, but I'm so happy for the time we got to have together in the last year. I got to tell him how much he meant to me, how proud I was of him, and then I loved him.
Everyone drink.
It's hard to know how to move forward. All we can do is remember all the fun and joy he brought to all of us. We could all honor Tyler by living life a little more like him. And in closing, I'd like to make a toast to that. So let's raise our glasses. May we all remember to not take ourselves too seriously, to teach our children that farts are funny, and to have fun with whoever you're with. Remember to be good, do good, and go Giants. Love you. Well, see you later.
Ooh, so many people are here, my goodness. Okay, so I don't know if anyone knows this or not, but Tyler had this thing where he loved to take what we called, or he called, a daddy go night-night shot. So, naturally, we thought it would be really fun for all of us to do it. We may have underestimated the number of shots we would need, because you guys are amazing. But if they're gonna bring some shots out here now, they're gonna bring some up here, some to this bar. If you're not a fan of a vodka Kahlua mix, not a big fan, but we'll do it.
and just want to take a different shot, feel free to go to the bar. We're going to give you all a few minutes to cycle through and get the shots. And then we're going to come back to do a toast to Tyler together with a Daddy Go Night Night. All right, everybody, we're just waiting on Jennifer Bixler, which she's okay with. And I feel comfortable calling her out because one of Tyler's favorite things to do would say that Jen took way too long to say goodbye. Or like, oh, you're trying to leave? Jen hasn't found you yet? It's going to be another 30 minutes. Oh, she's sitting. All right, she's sitting. Everybody ready for a toast? Okay. I'm Erin, often called Darren Aaron in circles, not to be confused with Sister Erin or Cher. Erin was a very popular name in the 80s.
My name's Jesse. Big fan of Tyler. We were on the same bowling team for quite a few years. Last time we were in this room, we were jamming out to 311. So this place is super special. We're gonna do the toast now.
All right. There isn't a day you don't cross our minds from Halloween to the 4th of July. The goal in October to make little kids cry, and in the summer to light up the sky.
A key piece of the Sunderland Woods Driveway crew. Impossible to go anywhere without seeing someone you knew.
He worked for the DOC, spent his Tuesday nights with us at the bowling alley.
Fantasy football was his passion, yet all of his bets he would ration. Never betting more than $1 or $2 while wearing his lucky Giants royal blue.
We've never met anyone pickier about cheese. On pizza, okay, but never not melted, please.
His collection of t-shirts, unrivaled in scale, could make any proper lady turn pale.
Who will send us 10 Instagram reels a day and laugh at all of the inappropriate things we say?
Your laugh was contagious, your humor outrageous. Tyler, we miss you each day.
Near the end, his one big wish, a calendar filled with so many tips. For this event, no tears, just jeers, a grand old party, us all taking a shot.
So raise one up for the man, the legend, until we see you again in heaven.
You'll not be forgotten. Your light shines so bright. Let's cheers to Tyler with Daddy Go Night Night.
Cheers! That's good.
There's a couple more up here for anyone who wants a second. Alright, here, wait, before everybody moves, unless you're getting a shot. It is wild how we have filled this place up to capacity. I think, I'm calling it. I would like to take a photo of everyone standing here, smiling at the stage, showing it a little love for Ty Ty, because I think it's pretty phenomenal. I gotta do the zoom out for my iPhone people. Alright, on the count of 3, everybody give me like a go Ty, go Giants, go something. Alright, do it again in the video because I realize that's cooler. Alright, 1, 2, 3. Alright, you guys are amazing. Couple quick housekeeping notes and then we're gonna open up the mic for anyone who would like to come and talk about Tyler, who's amazing. There are some memory cards floating around the room where you can share little tidbits. Near where you may find them are buckets. There's also a bucket right here on the stage if you would like to put it there. There is a memory book as well that was near the entrance. I think it's still out there, so maybe as you leave, if you'd like to write a little extra note in there, feel free. And then we're actually going to open up the open mic with a very courageous 7-year-old named Harper, who's getting a special lift up onto the stage. I love it. Harper is Tyler's niece. Do you want to set it up there so you can read it, or do you want me to hold it for you so then you can see all the people? You want to leave it right there? Hold on. Okay, here, let's just do this so people can see your beautiful face. Okay, I'll hold the microphone for you. Are you ready?
Hi, my name is Harper. My Uncle Ty was the best. He did tie-tie-tucks at night at bedtime, told the best stories about tiny little creatures called the Olive Guards, and I miss him so much. He taught me the silliest face. If you know, you know. Do it with me. I love you, Auntie Jen and Uncle Ty.
All right, so a 7-year-old did it. I don't want to hear everyone being intimidated about standing up on the stage and talking. Who would like to get it started? Because we all know once somebody gets it started, it'll roll. Ah! Jen's father's going to get it going for us. So if you would like to talk, just in an effort to kind of keep it moving, just make your way here towards the front. Oh my God, I forgot to do something. Jesse, come here for a minute. Come here, come here, come here. Before we do this with Bruce, come here, come here, come here. Man. No, but Jesse's coming. I'm not going to do this to Bill. Oh. Jesse, I actually had something that I'd forgotten to get that I needed the higher ground guys to give you to bring up for the shot. Could you go get it from Jeremy right there? Oh! Whoa!
Hello, everybody. I'm Bill Morgan. I'm Tyler's father-in-law, Jen's dad. I'm amazed and thankful for all of you being here today to be a part of this blessed event. Tyler was an amazing person, and this outpouring of love that you've shown means so much, I know, to Jen and to all of us. So please bear with me. I tried to put a few things together so that I wouldn't ramble on. Today we are here joining together to celebrate the life of Tyler Bixler and support Jen. None of us ever imagined, as we prepared to celebrate Jen and Ty's wedding 11 years ago, August 9th, 2014, that we would be here today. None of us knows what unexpected or unwanted challenges tomorrow will bring. Tyler did not live his life worried about what might be around the corner. He poured himself out gleefully on anyone and everyone within the sphere of his magnetic, joy-filled personality. Tyler was committed to his work, his many friends, neighbors, and co-workers, his family, and most of all to Jen. They shared a very special bond, and we as Jen's family are forever grateful for how loved and cherished he made her feel. Now, I would be remiss if I did not note Tyler's commitment to other things like his Xbox gaming, the Ohio State Buckeyes, the New York Giants, and fantasy football. Tyler was able to connect with anyone, whether you just met him or were lifelong friends. He was comfortable, and he always made you feel comfortable. Ty was always genuine and unapologetic about who he was and willing to look beyond any differences in viewpoint. He just loved spending time with the many special people that have surrounded he and Jen throughout this difficult chapter in their lives and continue to do so now. I know Ty felt all the love and compassion as he quietly and bravely came to understand his pain would soon come to an end. I believe he knew he was surrounded by angels who constantly cared for him until the end. And we are eternally grateful and celebrate all of you who freely gave of yourselves. We search for reasons why this had to happen to Tyler. We find no answers, only the gift of our time and the memories that will forever be with each of us. A very special individual and a special life well lived for sure. We are better for having had Tyler in our lives. As I put this together, I was looking for something and came across this poem. He Is Gone by David Harkins. You can shed tears that he is gone, or you can smile because he has lived. You can close your eyes and pray that he will come back, or you can open your eyes to see all that he has left. Your heart can be empty because you can't see him, or you can be full of the love that you share. You can turn your back on tomorrow and live yesterday, or you can be happy for tomorrow because of yesterday. You can remember him and only that he is gone, or you can cherish his memory and let it live on. You can cry and close your mind, be empty and turn your back, or you can do what he would want, smile, open your eyes, love, and as Tyler always did, embrace each new day and cherish the people in your life. Live like Ty. Celebrate who he is and all he added to our lives. We miss you and love you, Tyler. God bless.
All right, Bill, not Bruce. I know I messed up the name. All the B names are killing me. Jennifer's dad, Bill. Jen, sorry. She got me. I don't know, it just came out. Jen, it just came out. I don't know. 1 and a 2, does Tyler know? That was a good Ty thing, yeah. Ty would say 1.
2 F's.
2, oh. Tyler would get, here's another fun fact. I don't know if you've seen the fun facts in the bars, but we just learned another one. Tyler would spell Jennifer with 2 F's. All right, I thought I would see some more people shuffling over here. I know there's a particular guy, which is his Asian brother, I think, on the way. I know we all giggled at the photo earlier. He's coming up, he's coming on up.
Hi everyone, how are you doing? Oh, yes, that's okay. I made notes. So, you know, I never thought we'd be here. Everyone's been so composed and all that other stuff. It's fine, I'm gonna cry. It's fine. Deal with it. You know, keeping in the spirit of Ty, obviously, you know, I didn't actually prepare any of this. And they told me like, hey, you're gonna talk. And I was like, no, I'm not gonna talk. And the was like, well, there's an awkward silence, you're gonna talk. And I was like, all right, fine. I'll go write something in the bathroom, it's fine. Thank you. You know, it's just kind of crazy. It's like, there's way more many people than I thought were gonna be here. You know, like I don't think I have this many people like on Facebooks, you know, and it's like I asked Katie, like, Katie, who's that? And she's like, I don't know who that is. And I was like, I know everyone. You know, Jen, me and my wife moved across country and we didn't really know anyone. And Jen and Tyler were like our first friends that we like really made here. And you know, I remember first time we went to like Champlain Valley Fair, like walked in. First Jen had like dental floss tied on a mole. I was like, what are you doing? She's like, it's me, it's fine, it's whatever. I was like, okay, whatever, it's fine, it's whatever. So we went to the fair and like every like 10 seconds they were like, hey Ty! And I was like, how are we gonna get in the fair if we just had to stop every 10 steps to say like hi to somebody like as we're going through this whole thing? You know, it was just crazy. I didn't know people like knew that many physical people at a given time. But seriously though, you know, Jen and I and Ty, we started as friends, but like they really became family. And everyone that you talk to, they're just like, oh, we're so close to Jen and Ty, we're like family. It's like, well, me too. It's like, all of us are connected because of them, and it's crazy to me. It just makes me feel it just makes me feel connected to all of you, and it's just like a very special thing, like. I have a 3-year-old named B, and she's got, you saw her doing her belly roll over there on the TV, and she has 2 photos taped next to her bed. And one of them is of Jen, Ty, and her. And the other one's of me, Ty, and her. Sorry, Katie, and sorry, Mom. Like, you didn't make the list, you know what I mean? It is what it is, I'm not like a super religious person, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just not. But I just don't think people are truly gone unless they're forgotten, I remember Ty every time my little girl does her Ty time, and that's like her belly roll, and I will laugh every single time I see it, and I will remember him. And he will never be gone because of that. So even if you don't come on stage, and I know it's hard, like you might feel embarrassed, you might feel scared, like it's fine. It's okay to be sad, it's okay to be mad. Like, I don't think it's fair. Like, how is it fair that somebody's gone that can bring this many people together in one room? Like, it's crazy, right? Like, I don't know this many people. Like, I hope my wife comes to, you know what I mean? So, like, even if you don't come on the stage, I just want you to turn to, like, even if they're your friend, maybe you don't know them, it doesn't matter. Just share something about Ty. Whether it's like a one-liner, it's like a weird memory, say like a really dirty joke, or just send like a very inappropriate message on Instagram, like today, and the next day, and like the next day, and like, the next day. I just don't want to forget it. Because he was amazing, and I hardly knew him. Jen, I just want you to know that we love you and Ty, and we always will. I just want to say thank you, okay? Next. Oh no! I'm not a drinker.
So I hung out with Tyler from 7th grade until the end of college, and there's a lot I cannot talk about. And many of you were there, but there's a lot I cannot talk about. But I want to focus on one thing that he excelled at. So Tyler started school in 7th grade by bringing in donuts and cookies and offered them to everyone. He would walk down the aisles of school, smiling and handing out cookies to everyone. And that's how he became the person he is, right? He showed up, he smiled, he made friends, and he had a good time. Our friendship evolved when we attended a Puff Daddy, Jay-Z, and Busta Rhymes concert at the Pepsi Arena in 8th grade. That night, we learned what would happen to Puff Daddy. Later on, we would head to the mountain or the quarry. We would always have a great time. We would always have a fantastic time. Yes, Tyler loved women, and women loved Tyler. He was a man of crude jokes and fearless to push boundaries, like me. However, Tyler never crossed boundaries with women. We have done a lot of crazy stuff together, and he is one of the best gentlemen I have ever been around. He loved all of them, including our mothers. But most especially, Jennifer was his true love, and he cherished her deeply, and I'm so proud to have Jennifer in my life and to meet my family. So God bless you all, and let's celebrate Tyler. Thank you.
Lite for everybody. Not sure if you got the memo yet, not sure how much is left, but Miller Lite is out of time at either bar. But also, we were like, so we're gonna do a group shot. Like, how can we do that? Did it. And then we were also like, this is a weird one, but we need like 12, maybe 24 Smirnoff Ices. And so we've been navigating it, but happy to ice it if you want. I didn't want you all to think we'd ice everybody. Alright, on the bar we needed a Smirnoff Ice, please. If anyone here works for the Department of Liquor, they are opening the Smirnoff Ice, that is the rule. Alright, who's coming up? Brent, are you going to get a Smirnoff Ice?
Come on, Tom. Woo, Tom.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Tom from high school. You're gonna be, but you gotta get it right.
Come on, Tom. Woo.
Okay, should we put the music back up? Is there anyone else thinking of coming up? If you change your mind in a little bit, oh, we got one.
I cannot believe how many people are here. This is crazy. So my name is Rachel. I was another high school friend. Tyler was. So I went to stay alongside. I met Tyler in 7th grade. He had the locker next to mine, and I was very nervous because, like Scott said, somehow the girls all knew that Tyler was coming, and we knew he was cool and that he was the cute one. So I was like very anxious because his locker was gonna be right next to mine, and I was like, I'm not cool enough for this. But then he was so nice and not scary and not intimidating to like little uncool 7th grade me, and he immediately started calling me Boots. So I was an early developer. So I ended up marrying his friend Charlie. We, fooled around for the first time in his hot tub. In high school. And of course, stayed friends through the years. I'm wearing his shirt today. Maybe it should be up on the wall, but I'm not giving it back. So Tyler and I, before I say the part, I just want to say it was mine and Charlie's wedding that Jen and Tyler first went to. They camped. A lot of fun overnight at the wedding venue. So back in 2019, I was diagnosed with cancer, and I thought that I was taking one for the team. I was like, young adult diagnosis, like, nobody, if it had to be anyone, I'm glad it was me. So Tyler really fucked things up, and he was diagnosed just a few years later. We both ended up being on the same kinds of chemo at the same time, and I don't want to make things sad, but like, it was really amazing having someone I could text from the chair, and to just kind of connect with that in that way. So I don't want to make it sad and focus on that, but we love you, Tyler. We miss you. I love you, Jen. And I'm not going to ice.
She'll take another shot. Alright, anybody else making their way to the front right now? I see a hand raised. Okay, if we can do a favor, I know it's tough because there's so many of us, but if we could just keep it down a little bit, when someone's on stage, it really is a little intimidating up here. And so having people's attention is helpful instead of a murmur. Oh, we got two coming. Look at this outfit. Look at this Tyler Bixler outfit.
So we arrive, and Adam's looking at everybody dressed nicely, and he goes, "Are you sure that we're supposed to dress like this?" And I said, "Honey, if we got here and Tyler saw you, what would Tyler do? Everybody, Tyler would." So in all seriousness, our friendship with Tyler goes back a long time, Tyler and Jen, and we have gained so many survivors through that. I'm gonna keep it nice and short. The thing that I keep thinking in my brain is, let's live like Tyler. Be kind to people. Spread love, yeah. When you see somebody on the street, you don't need to know them. Say, hey, what's up? Just with a smile. And I think that's the thing that I remember most about Tyler.
Absolutely.
We just want to share this. So we were just at Groton Camp this week. And I remember Tyler telling this story about going to a football game when he was a kid. And this guy was just walking towards him. And all he remembered was this projectile puking. He said, it's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. He did it flawlessly. He just walked, he kept walking like that. And last night, somebody in the campsite next to us was
All night long.
projectile puking all night long. And Groton always brings back great memories. We love you.
That's right, you sure?
Love you guys. But yeah, Tyler, what can we say? He was awesome.
Hey, cheers to Tyler, everybody. Cheers to Tyler. Oh, there's something on the ground. I think Adam, he's got the American flag on.
If this is over at 4, I might not be done with it yet.
You got this, Eddie. I believe in you.
Tyler would say the same thing. He always did.
You gotta go pee.
Come on, Adam. Tyler giving you such shit right now. Let's go, Adam.
Well, really is, I have a confession to make. This video slideshow we're watching, thank you to everyone that sent photos and videos. There was a video of Tyler doing a Smirnoff icing in a similar fashion. Like, drink a little, stop, drink a little, stop. And I was like, ooh, what do I do with this? Do I, like, out him to everyone that there was a time he had one where he didn't just, like, so I edited it so it looked like you guys just saw part of it. I'm a good friend like that. Oh, someone else is making their way up, and I feel as though I don't know you very well. I'm unsure if this is someone I should ice. What do you think? What do you think? Let me know. Someone don't let me know. And she can stand for the icing. Tyler. You worked with Tyler, then you needed to be iced every morning for several years.
Okay, so I'm really bad at it. I'll probably stutter. Amber, where are you? Get up here with me. Okay, first off, I'm really happy Tyler got baptized, but in all reality, he was such a good person. And working in the business that we work in takes a lot of courage, and it takes a good soul, and it takes an extra special person to know these things. So there I am, working with Tyler in Michigan, who he always talked about his beautiful wife and his beautiful dogs, and he was all about them, showing pictures, this, that, and the other thing. It's like, hey Tyler, you know? And I don't know why somebody who's afraid of flying would take a job with the out-of-state media. I could never figure it out, but he was truly scared of flying. So anyways, there we are, out in Michigan, nowhere land, working with inmates, and he's on one side in one room, I'm on the other side in another room. And he says, Gene, come over here, you've got to look at this. This is, he had a sculpture, a sculpture of a bald eagle, and it was beautiful. It was huge, you know. It was a beautiful sculpture, and I can't say the inmate's name, Charles Sherman. So, but anyhow, you know, Charles said, so he's like asking Charles about this sculpture and the soap and things, and he finally says, Charles, and he's touching it, and you know, because it had all the feathers coming out this way and that way. And he says, where did you get all this soap? Well, Charles says, well, I'm a cleaner. I clean the bathrooms, and the inmates think these soap things on the ground. If you could have seen the face Tyler made, because he looked at it, and then he looked at his hands. Oh my God, I think of that often. I mean, Tyler, he was a heck of a guy. I was so happy to work with him because he was so respectful and he really cared about other people. So, you know, he was a good man. He was going to heaven before he was baptized. I'm happy he made the leap, but, you know, he was really a nice man. Yeah. There's mullets, you know. I don't know if anybody knows him, but he loves mullets.
Mullets? Yeah, with a haircut. We take pictures of mullets. Raise your hand if you've got a mullet photo from Tyler Bixler. Look at all those hands going up. I love it. All right, we here have a friend, Dan, who's a high school friend.
Hello, everyone. There's not that many people here. I'm trying to tell myself. So I met Tyler in 7th grade. I was from New York, he was Vermont, so I met him a little later. But one thing no one has mentioned yet is Tyler and me, all of us, we love to smoke pot together. And we smoked so much pot from 8th grade to 12th grade. We had a lot of fun. It says on my shirt here, trampoline. Bruce had a trampoline at his house, and we would jump on that trampoline and have a blast. Also, around 5 months after Tyler was diagnosed, I was diagnosed with cancer as well. And I would always call Tyler, and he would always talk me off the ledge. He was always the one in better spirits than me and helped me get through where I am today because of his positivity. Because as you know, not everyone has that gregarious positivity that Tyler Bixler had. One and only, the man, but again, he loved smoking pot. I was smoking pot, we all did. And he's the man. God bless, rest in peace. We love you, Tyler. And I'm not doing the stream out thing.
I kind of got that vibe, but if you want to take another day, go night-night, do it! Oh, look, he's gonna cheer you with it. Oh, there we go. I gotta be honest, it has been really fun seeing people's name tags, right? Like, with their name and how they know them. And when Dan rolled up, I'm like, all right, who's this guy? And then it says Dan, and then it literally just says trampoline. He's not like a police, like what are we working with? So I'm glad he explained it to us. All right, waiting in the wings here. I feel like I'm introducing a rock star right now because he's rocking a cowboy hat. This is Wayne. His name tag says Dennis Wayne, Maroon Wayne, because that's what he says his name is. It is. This is a hometown friend of Jen, Nina's father. We're gonna keep it good. He also told me, I'm not drinking that thing.
No, I love Tyler. I had a couple shots, but my daughter's here and she's worried about my driving.
All right, do you think she's concerned about what's gonna be said here right now?
Oh my God, look at her. She's scared to death. This girl is, what's amazes me, now you need to understand, okay?
I'll stay right here. I'll stay right here to cut him off.
What does it say? It says Jen's dad number 2.
Yeah.
My shirt said Jen's dad number 2. Now, some guy said, oh, so you're her stepdad. I'm like, no. There's no hanky-panky here, okay? I have 3 children, and Jen and Nina were inseparable. In fact, some people say I got Jen into the divorce. But her She really is. I love her dearly. Oh my God, she's such a wonderful human being. And I remember I was at my daughter's birthday time one time up in Colorado and had to say something, and I'm like, what I want to say is that as a father, it makes me proud that my daughter has such wonderful people in her life. That says a lot. That says a lot. Tyler was a wonderful man. I didn't know him well, but I know that you guys loved each other, and as a dad number 2, I couldn't be happier.
Don't worry, I'm gonna get you one of those drink things. Alright, anyone else considering it? Anyone needs shot motivation to do it? We're gonna open it back up and let the music play and everyone mingle and privately share their time memories. I just wanted to make sure if anyone else was thinking of coming up, they had the opportunity. If you change your mind and get a little more courage, just find me and tap me and say my turn, and we'll do it. If you want us to ice you, just tap me and we'll make it happen. Thank you again to everyone though for coming to hang out and support Tyler. And the longer you babble, the longer it gives someone the opportunity to come on up. Is this someone we know? This is Kurt. Marguerite. Oh, Ruffy buddy. Feels like earmuffs. Feels like there's some icing coming.
I'll take an icing. All right, I don't mind the crowd chatter. There's a lot more than I thought would be here. I am very self-conscious. I don't do well speaking in front of everyone. But I know what Tyler would do. And he would say, just imagine the crowd's naked. And what I would say is, I can't do that, there's too many. Individuals here, so this will stay on. But who said that? Who said that, Stoney? I see you. We'll keep that there, and I remember you. So, for those that went to Castleton State College, let me hear a roar. Number 1, this audience is huge. And number 2, for those that went to Castleton State College, knew Tyler for 4 years. That's it, 4 years. 5? What the fuck did he do? I was there for 4 years, okay? I guess Tyler was there for 5. Holy shit. Not masters, right? No. What did he do, the lifeguarding class? I was there and he wasn't there. So anyway, that was a buck on my belt. Tyler, amazing friend. I wish I could read, much like some of you all, some of the text messages that he shared, or the Instagram videos or whatnot. One of them was the last text message I got was him talking about shoving a pill up his ass. And he said, you should try it sometime. I'm like, I did. Ask Mike and Chad, did probably sometime around 2002. But anyway. Huge part of my friendship throughout the last 20 or so years with Castleton State Rugby specifically is when I saw him. We went through our rookie year. We did do or did not do stuff with the GOAT. Stoney, Opie, some of the other senior guys can attest to that. Some of the rookies, I don't know if you did it or not, but we did it. But with that, there's a guy named Eric Rothy somewhere out here. I'd like to get him up here too. And at the same time, if you are part of CSC Rugby or CSU, whatever the hell they call it now, I'd like you to come up on stage. So that means move your asses and come up on stage. There's way more than one motherfucker part of CSC Rugby right here. I'll do one. We'll do last.
Follow directions.
I'll do it at the end.
It better be something. It better be something like that.
So far and wide, holy shit, you're here. By the way, I saw Chet. I didn't even know Chet was even in like a lot of United States or whatever. Where's Chet?
Wow, there's a lot of us here.
And he looks good. He's got gray hair, which is better than no hair for some of us. We got little Ruggers here.
Yeah.
Crystal, yeah. And her daughter.
Yeah, Debbie.
That's a short joke, everybody. Alright. I do this for a living. Alright, where's Roth? Yeah, I'm gonna hand it over to Roth. You're gonna do one. I'm not drinking out of your fucking shoe. Alright, so to kick this off, I got extra shoes in the car. So, Roth, I'll pass you the mic. That's my wife streaming now. Let's just do all pass it to him. Jenny says yes. Jenny's my wife. Not as awesome as J-Mo. Because J-Mo would say yes!
So we got a little tradition here, CSC Rugby. Alright. Either your birthday or any special occasion or you're scoring your first try, you shoot a boot. So, here's the toast. Here's the toast to the maid of honor. The many times I laid upon her. I fucked her sitting, I fucked her lying. When she had wings, I fucked her flying. And now she's dead and long forgotten. Let's dig her up and fuck her rotting. To sing us a song. We call on Daisy to sing us a song. So sing, motherfucker, sing, cocksucker, sing, asshole, sing.
We're probably going to offend everyone today. But Vixer would have loved this. The song has a little bit more meaning to it, so I'll probably sing with emotion. I met a hoe in the park one day.
Yo-ho, yo-ho, yo-ho.
I met a hoe in the park one day. Yo-ho, yo-ho, yo-ho. I met a hoe in the park one day. Say, hey, Roger, you want to lay?
Get into out, you fucking about, yo-ho, yo-ho, yo-ho.
I put my hand upon her toe, yo-ho.
Yo-ho.
I put my hand upon her toe, yo-ho.
Yo-ho.
I put my hand upon her toe. Say, hey, Roger, you're way too low. Get in, get out, you fucking about, yo-ho, yo-ho, yo-ho. I put my hand upon her shin, yo-ho.
Yo-ho. Yo.
I put my hand upon her shin, yo-ho.
Yo.
I put my hand upon her shin, say, hey, Roger, you're making me grin.
Get in, get out, you fucking about, yo-ho, yo-ho, yo-ho.
I put my hand upon her calf, yo-ho.
Yo.
I put my hand upon her calf, yo-ho.
Yo.
I put my hand upon her calf, say, hey, Roger, you're making me laugh.
Get in, get out, you fucking about, yo-ho, yo-ho, yo-ho.
I put my hand upon her thigh, yo-ho.
Yo.
I put my hand upon her thigh, yo-ho.
Yo.
I put my hand upon her thigh, say, hey, Roger, you're making me sigh. Get in, get out, you're fucking about, yo-ho, yo-ho. I have two for this next one. I put my hand upon her tit, yo-ho. I put my hand upon her tit, yo-ho. I put my hand upon her tit. I put my hand upon her tit, yo-ho. I put my hand upon her tit, yo-ho. Put my hand upon her tit, say, hey, Roger, you're squeezing it.
Get in, get out, you fucking about, yo-ho, yo-ho, yo-ho.
I put my dick right in her ear, yo-ho. Put my dick right in her ear, yo-ho. I put my dick right in her ear, say, hey, Roger, you're nowhere near.
Get in, get out, you fucking about, yo-ho, yo-ho, yo-ho.
I put my dick right in her nose, yo-ho. I put my dick right in her nose, yo-ho. I put my dick right in her nose, say, hey, Roger, that's not where it goes.
Get in, get out, you fucking about, yo-ho, yo-ho, yo-ho.
I put my dick right in her mouth, yo. I put my dick right in her mouth, yo. I put my dick right in her mouth. I put my dick right in her twat, yo. I put my dick right in her twat, yo. I put my dick right in her twat. Say, hey, Roger, hit the spot. And now she's buried in a old pie box, yo. And now she's buried, oh, my boxy, oh, yo. And now she's buried, oh, my boxy. Who didn't handle the Rogers Cup? You didn't get out, you're talking about yo, yo, yo. You take her up every now and then, yo, yo, yo. You take her up every now and then, yo, 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 yo. You take her up every now and then. She fucked us once, she fucked us again. You didn't get out, you're talking about yo, yo, yo. And now these Rogers, they went to hell, yo, yo, yo. And now these Rogers, they went to hell, yo, yo, yo. And now these Rogers, they went to hell. They fucked the devil's wife as well. They didn't get out, you're talking about yo, yo, yo. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Cheers to you. Oh, ready? Cheers to you and cheers to me. The best of friends will always be. If we should ever disagree, fuck you. Here's to me.
I have a 19-month-old and a 3.5-year-old, and my husband and I said, should we bring the kids to this? Feels like every dollar the babysitter got was worth it. Grace in Harvard. It's your Uncle Ty. Don't tell your friends at school about it. They're gonna go back to school in Arizona and be like, I don't know, people kept kneeling down, chugging a drink, talking about titties, right? Gray's at age, he's 10. He's at age, all right. So if anybody ever wondered when Tyler became inappropriate, we've learned. I guess it was 3rd grade, perhaps. But seems like Castleton was a big time in his life to shape his personality. But then there's a time he moved to Chittenden County, and him and Jen moved into this really fun neighborhood. They do like Halloween parades, they have driveway drinking, and they just get wild. My husband and I have considered moving there. Your septic system sucks. But if your septic system didn't suck, we'd maybe consider it. Your schools are good. But we've got the Sunderland Woods driveway drinkers who are gonna come up. And I don't know if they've got a whole chant and a song. But I think they'll be alright. Look, I got the cheerleader right here. Hey, can you guys do these shots? We don't have a license. You guys can do shots. You're the driveway drinker. Do the shot. Everybody, not the youngin'. She doesn't have a wristband. She's on stage. Caitlin's not doing a shot. But everyone on the wristband's doing a shot.
Thanks, Andrew. All right, we've got a rugby song for you guys.
Jen, you should be up here
Jen,
too.
you're part of this group. This is the neighborhood.
Make more room. Make more room.
You're part of this group. Jen. Come on, look at this crowd.
Jen, we're sorry it's not tequila. Yeah, you wanna go?
I feel like I should talk to you guys. Yeah, we're gonna need some hand photos. Yes, all right, guys. Hello, my name is Jared Britton. I'm one of the neighbors of the Bixlers. And on stage, you see all the many neighbors of the Bixlers. This is phase 3. So you heard about phase 1, growing up. My favorite part. No, it's okay. You can talk, you can hang out, you can drink. We don't care. We make our own party up here. We learn from the best. And by the We salute you. That was insane. This is the neighborhood. This is some of the neighborhood. This isn't even the whole neighborhood. But this is family. This is family. This is what got us through. Leo, come up here for a second. I just want to show you. Yeah, come on. This is for Tyler. This, by the way, this guy, he's 27 years old. We're letting him wear his Hooters shirt. This is for Tyler. We're going to give him his first shot. This is the crew. I'm not going to fall off. This is the family. I love every person up here. Tyler and Jen loved every person up here. These guys were the anchor. When I heard about how cool Tyler was growing up, and how much cooler Jen was, it resonated with all of us. These guys were the anchor, are the anchor of our neighborhood, of our family. It doesn't matter if you just moved in or if you've been here for 20 years. Nobody was cooler than the Bixlers. Nobody pulled us together like the Bixlers. No one would ever get me to wear a t-shirt like this except for Tyler and Jen. This is what he wanted. We love you guys. And this got us through the pandemic, and then this got us through some of the toughest days of our lives. And we will always remember Tyler. We're going to honor him every day. I think we might make an honorary drink for some of the woods. We're going to need a song. And a lot of these ladies, I've just been reminded, are in that calendar, which is at the merch booth for $15. So cash only, calendars are for sale. Anytime I can do that. We all love each other. Here's to Tyler. Here's to Jen. Here's to the Bixlers. Now and forever. We love you guys.
Okay, we are gonna actually, the next one up is another alien. And so this time we could try to crowd control, because as you know, it's a little scary. Come on here. Ladies, that's there. Have that girl kind of quiet, pay attention. Tyler's niece, Liv. She's 17, she's adorable. I had to laugh because just yesterday she saw me and she said, Aaron, your hair looks really good. And I sent my girlfriend a text and I said, it's oddly validating to have a 17-year-old tell you your hair looks really good. So, that is Liv, Ty's niece. Since I've known Jen and Ty, Liv's come up to visit them. They'd go to get air and they would do all kinds of fun things with Liv. Who's about to crush it? You want to hold it or you want to end it? It's kind of like American Idol style when you hold it.
Hello, I'm Chinese, Olivia. Sorry if I start crying. You got it. Last time I saw Uncle Ty, he was, he was making fun of my driving skills because I got into accidents in less than 6 months of having my license. But the funny thing is that he was the one who put me behind the wheel for the first time. So I blame those accidents on him. I remember we were going through his neighborhood and I was going around a turn and I kind of forgot to hit the brakes, so we kind of like did a sharp turn and I remember him grabbing the oh shit handle and going, Liv, what the fuck? Sorry Dad for my bad driving. It's Uncle Ty that did that to me. Yeah, I also have another surprise that I talked to Auntie Jen about yesterday.
And love you, Uncle Ty. Wait, I don't know if you know this or not, but legend has it Uncle Ty hit not one, not two, but 3 deer in one night. I can't believe he didn't tell her that. But God bless him, because I can't imagine driver's ed with a teenager. All right, anyone else? Got the liquid courage yet to come on up? No one? Oh, I see an arm. Oh no, that's Jeremy. He's the Asian that cried. He gave me a thumbs up. Anyone else? Now's your chance. Give me like a little signal if you're thinking about it. There are 4 more shots for 4 willing participants. All right, we are gonna go ahead and throw. Oh wait, someone's coming. I gotta read his name tag. No pressure, but I hope you have a good name tag. This is Rusty, and it says the 2-room
Hi, Rusty. I'm not a talker. I'm trying. So I'm not going to talk about Tyler's green steamroller, which we smoked a lot of weed out on the back deck. I'm not going to talk about the fact that Tyler had so many one-liners that me and Dan made a list of them to try to track them all. But one time I was home from college, I called Tyler, I said, what are you doing? He's like, oh man, come to Castleton, it's gonna be awesome, there's a ton of parties. I'm like, I'll come over, there are gonna be girls. He's like, oh yeah, there's gonna be tons of girls. And so I go to Castleton, I meet Tyler. It's spring break, there's no one there. He's like, oh, go to this house, no one there. Go to this house, no one there. It's just me and Tyler. We're driving around. Everybody knows Tyler loved Limp Bizkit. He liked Fred Durst. And Fred Durst played on a song with Soulfly called Bleed. Tyler loved that song. And we drove around Castleton for like 4 hours, drinking beers, smoking weed, and singing Bleed on repeat. And that was probably one of the top 5 nights in my life. This is my Tyler. So, he was the best, man. And I don't know if he ever said this, but I feel like it's in his realm. So here's the honor. If you can't come in here, come on.
I promise I won't call you out if I know you, but some of you might be thinking about it. Oh, got a middle finger from the Asian guy. Didn't think I'd tell you. He's an eye doctor if you need one. But both his wife, she works in the same practice. She's much more compassionate. Alright, so we are going to go ahead and put back on the playlist, which, right, everything about this event has been carefully curated to be very Thai. Not sure if anyone has seen the bathroom signs yet. Don't tell the state. We knew Ty wouldn't be a big fan of the all gender thing. So we got Vix's Bros, J-Mo's Hoes. I know. There's a phenomenal treat table with some of Tyler's favorites. Jeremy, you are like that guy right now. Oh, we got somebody. Cousin Chris from East Lake is rolling up to chat.
Alright, we can't match up against some of those people. I just have a short story about Tyler. My cousin, amazing guy. But short story, there's a comedian, Bob Marley. I don't know if anybody's ever heard of him, but he has a skit about a pumpkin that he raises to bring to the fair. And his wife says, Earl,
what are you doing with that goddamn pumpkin in the front yard? And he says, trying to win us a blue ribbon. So, anyways, make it short, we call each other Earl, or called each other Earl, and all my cousins, we all answer the phone, Earl! What are you doing, Earl? So that's all I got. God bless you, Tyler.
Oh, he says he's fine. I don't think he has a driver though, based on me. I'm fine. Look at this news. We're on my campaign. There's no rule that think you just can't be standing. You can take your time. I'll chit chat. They won't pay attention anymore. I literally have my hands next to it, and he's still just trying to give me the microphone. Alright, anybody else? Before we put the music back on. I do want to someone's waving. Is he waving at me? No. The Spotify playlist, if you didn't know, is very carefully curated to be some of Tyler's favorites. So there's no shame in us putting the house music back on. Friendly reminder, there are some memory cards if you'd like to share your favorite Tyler memories. Down here at the end of this bar, there are clothespins. If you randomly find a clothespin on you, I don't think I have one. That is a Parker Bixler family tradition, which you can take part in. And other than that, we appreciate everybody for coming out because we love Tyler. He is the best. He says inappropriate things. He makes my husband blush all the time. And it was amazing. So thank you all so much for coming and hanging out and sharing your stories. Chris is